Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna show you why your samples probably sound like shit when you speed them up and pitch them. Okay, I have a sample loaded up here, and this is just the regular BPM and the regular pitch. All right, now, one reason why it might sound bad when you speed it up is because you might be speeding it up too much. Believe it or not, sometimes it's something simple as that. Another thing is, it might be sounding trashy because you pitched it up too much and you sped it up too much. With that combination, it will make it sound like shit. Um, if you pitch it up a lot and you leave it at the regular BPM, it it'll bring out more of the high end. So basically, when you slow a recording down, it's gonna bring out more of the low end. When you speed a recording up, it's gonna bring out more of the high end. So keep those two things in mind. Now, if you sped a sample up and you pitched it up, you're just asking for trouble in the high end. I'm not saying you can't do that. A lot of people do it. But the reason why it might not sound good when you do that is because you have two things that are working against you in the high end, okay? So if I sped this up, let's speed it up to 144, okay? We'll go up quite a bit on this one. So I sped it up, and now I'm going to pitch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pitch it up 6 just to over exaggerate this so you can hear it. I personally wouldn't go that high with the pitch. Maybe the speed if I'm doing a trap beat. But did you hear what I was talking about? Those highs and the higher end of the mids, they sprung right out. Listen again. Okay, now if you do that and you just make a beat over it, you have a lot of high end there. It sounds like it's screaming out at you. What you can do to fix this, I'm gonna bring this down to something reasonable. We'll do 134, okay? And the pitch, I'll only pitch it up twice. See, it still sounds good, but it sounds different. Because when you're flipping samples, you want to make it sound different in a way. You want to make it sound unique to what you're doing. And I understand that because I'm a big sample head. I sample a bunch of shit all the time. Let's push this up to 4 just so we can exaggerate it and I can show you how to work with this. All right, so let's load up an EQ. You probably just pitch it up too much and speed it up too much, to be honest with you. I hear that a lot. So we'll load up an EQ. Start at about like 4,000. We're going to work our way to the left on this one. Okay? Make a Q at about 2. You can go maybe to like a 3Q if you want. But I'm going to go a little wider on this because I'm using it as an example for you. And we're going to listen for the high screeches. Oh, there's one right there. Hear that? We got some phasing going on there. That's probably from when I pitched it up. So if we bring this down like 3 dB, let's try 2.5. Okay, and since we sped it up, we're probably going to get some low mids coming in here. These are really going to stand out. So it's creating like a phase. Let's check around 6 to 8,000. Right there. Hear that hiss? There's a hiss at 4,700. Bring that down. Don't go too much on this. So with the right combination, you can fix this. It's going to do it with every sample. I hear it on newer samples that people make and flip. I hear it on older samples that people flip. Um, and I wanted to address this and show you how to fix it. Okay. Now, the less you pitch it up and the less you speed it up, um, the less work you're going to have to do to make it sound good. I'm not saying don't speed it up a lot and don't pitch it up a lot. I'm just saying it's going to make it easier for you if you keep both of those in a reasonable range. So just don't speed it up too much and don't pitch it up too much. If you're gonna, do what I did here. It's very simple. Start way at the top, work your way to the left. If you're speeding it up. Now, we're gonna cover slowing it down and fixing it. I'm gonna reset this EQ. So we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna slow it down to, let's try 94 and see how it sounds. We gotta go a little faster than that. Let's try 100. We're gonna pitch it down too. Pitch it down two octaves. There we go. You hear what it did? It did the complete opposite of what we did when we sped it up and pitched it up. Okay, you tackle this the same way. Just don't pay attention to the highs right now. You want to pay attention to the low end. Because like I said, when you slow it down and pitch it down, it's bringing out the lows now. Okay? You want a broad Q on this because the lower end tends to take up more. Start at like 2.5 Q. Work your way from like 85 over until you start to hear the low end rumble. It might be boomy, it might be phasey. We're going to find out. Keep in mind, we have a bass line in this sample. That's the bass line right there. We're going to cover a lot. We're going to do a 1.8 Q because I hear it down here near 63 hertz. Okay, bring it down about 3. Sounding better already, huh? We'll make this Q about 2. Let's go to 3. Try to start where you left off on your last one. See, that's going to cause problems for you. Okay. Let's say Let's see what we have around 500 to 800. Sometimes when you slow things down, you get some mud or sibilance in there that just sounds nasty. Right there, just before 800. That's all there really is to it. Just don't overdo it and you'll be good. If you do overdo it, this is how you fix it. All right, guys, thanks. Later.